Hey, welcome everybody to the Tuesday morning call of Quantum Field X39 team. Onyx and I are so excited to be building this business with you guys all, and super excited to have so many actually on such a busy holiday week, pre-holiday week. So many people joining the call today. It's absolutely amazing to see. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi Onyx, I'm gonna go ahead and let you kick this off.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I know we're actually days away from the start of Hanukkah, which is December 22nd, and we're days away from the start of Christmas. So I want to remind everybody that next Tuesday, which will be Christmas Eve, we will not be doing this team call. So we will miss you next week, but I hope all of you have a very blessed holiday and enjoy your friends and family. Is Christy on the call, Kathy?
She is. She is.
Okay, great. So last week I was in Naples, and I heard just this amazing story about what Christy had been doing when people asked her at a show. She was asked about whether or not this was network marketing. So I asked her if she would bless us and share what she's been doing, because I think it's just fantastic. And once again, it talks about how each one of us puts on a different pair of shoes. None of them are right, none of them are wrong. It's about which pair of shoes fits you best. So Christy, if you're on, I would love to have you share it for the team.
All right, thank you, Onyx. So at the show, I had a few business owners that brought up that they don't bring multi-level marketing businesses into their stores. And I listened to them, and then I had already explained about David and the business's philosophies and the way he structured the business. So I immediately asked them if they knew of successful MLM businesses. And the first one that they mentioned was Amway. And I said, if you think about how successful multi-level marketing companies are structured, that is the business structure that they use. So that said, David saw that structure as an opportunity to get this product distributed all over the world. The important part of it was that it was relational. He wants to reconnect people with people. He doesn't believe that everybody is going to want to sell it or build it as a business, but the philosophy is everybody needs to be on it. So at that point, I shake their hand, and everybody would shake my hand. I put my hand out, and I said, this is relational marketing. This is connecting with people. We're beings of energy, not chemicals like pharmaceutical companies want us to believe, but beings of energy. And just by us shaking hands, we're healing each other. That's what David's looking for. That's what we're all looking for. And that's why these patches are so amazing. And then I would say, these patches, and I told them where they would go, and I would put a patch, ask them if it's okay, and I put a patch on their neck, and then I put my hand on their shoulder. And I said, this is how we're relating to each other. This is how we're connecting. You can't do that through a brick and mortar store. It would sit on a shelf. This has to be distributed this way. So I also want you to look at it from another standpoint. This is something that LifeWave feels should be sold also on a retail side. Build your business, but also sell it retail. Once again, I go back to, not everybody's going to want to build the business, but everybody should be on it. And every single person overcame that objection. The biggest thing was that they liked the fact that if they're going to put it in their store, that the company is really wanting them to sell it retail. I said, but don't lose sight or fact that you need to be shaking hands, personally putting patches on, and explaining to people how the patches work, because to just set them on the shelf is never going to work. And it overcame every time.
Thank you so much, Christy. That was absolutely beautiful. And I love the way, and I'm sure everybody that heard that, she just built a beautiful bridge into network marketing isn't what we all believe, what we think we believe. And those of you that know my story, I ran for years from network marketing, afraid of something I knew nothing about. And when I finally learned what network marketing was, and I could see the business model and how I wasn't going to be able to make money unless I help other people make money, and I wasn't going to be able to interact with other people unless I help other people interact with other people, I realized the power of network marketing, which is the people. And so I love the way Christy chooses built a new bridge to say it's really not network marketing. It's a chance for, you and I to interact and to connect. Different than when we go to the soda machine and we buy a Coca-Cola, which I don't do, but maybe some of you on the call do. There is no interaction with Coca-Cola. And so instead, David chose a business model instead of giving that money to advertising firms or to, distribution companies and whatever else the, traditional businesses do. He's giving that money to us in the field as a way for us to touch and to interact with other human beings. And I think it's no mistake in this day and age where so many of us are completely enthralled in our telephones and our children are lost in their telephones. They're lost in technology and they're not interacting with each other. I think it's no mistake this is a product where we get to actually interact on a physical level. So for me, I feel very blessed to have X39. And every day I wake up and I thank Kathy for giving me a call and taking a chance that would Onyx say yes or would Onyx not say yes? And I don't know. She might have been nervous about making that call. I don't know. I consider her a good friend. But you just never know how somebody's going to feel when you're approaching about the X39. And the thing that I do is I just don't get attached to whether or not they say yes or whether or not they say no. It doesn't matter to me. All I've done is given them an opportunity to change their life, to change the health in their life. And then, like in everything in life, you got to want it. And I'm the mother of 3 young girls, and as much as I would like to get them to do things the way that I want to, they got to want it. And so they got to do life the way they want to do it, irrespective of if it's the way that I would choose to do it or I would choose for them. So it's very similar in that regard to network marketing. So can we switch subjects? Everybody okay to switch subjects? Thank you so much, Christy, for sharing with us, and absolutely beautiful, beautiful pair of shoes that you're wearing, and I love the bridge that you built using network marketing.
Yeah, thank you. That was awesome.
That's awesome. So what I wanted to, I've had a couple of messages of people asking me if I was going to run another special, and the answer is yes. And what I wanted to do this week was to run an enrollment special. So after the call, we'll type this all up and, the fine print, if you like. So it'll go until Sunday, till the close of the week. And if you personally enroll a silver or a gold, I will send you 1 sleeve of X39. If you personally enroll a platinum or a diamond, I will send you 2 sleeves of X39. And if you have somebody in your business who upgrades from wherever they are to diamond, I will send them 1 sleeve of X39. So just a little extra holiday bonus as a way for you all to have more product in which to sample and to build your business. Everybody is continuing to patch. It's amazing. I think the fact that we're all out shopping and interacting with all kinds of people has given us the chance to patch more and more and more people, and the business is just exploding, irrespective of, it's basically the week before Hanukkah, the week before Christmas, and everybody seems their businesses are all growing. This week, we had another executive director qualify, which was Marcy and Dr. Rhonda. So they're out in California. They've been working their business for, I think, a little over 3 months, maybe 3 months and a week. And really very, very proud of them. They consistently and persistently work their business. Both of them have an amazing story. Both of them have an amazing team and have already had, just spectacular results on the product. If you haven't interacted with them, I encourage you to. You'll find that they're both interacting on the Facebook page, so I'm sure you'll see them on our team Facebook page. Kathy, do you want to say something? Or you want me to take it to the next topic? Did I lose you? Kathy? Okay. There you go.
On that, Onyx is actually meaning Facebook group. So
Yeah.
if you're not in our group yet, please search it or reach out to your upline. There is a link that can be sent to you. I'll actually put it on our website for the link. And if you just click that link, you can go in and ask to be added. We'll ask you 3 questions. We're just trying to try to keep it to our group. So we're asking if you are currently in LifeWave. This is also for your people that you add. If you're currently in LifeWave, who your upline is, just so we kind of can keep it to just the Quantum Field team, but that is a group, and I will post that link out there.
So if you've gone through the bot that Kathy and I created, you will be connected to us in the group because that bot does take you through that process. If you're not connected and you haven't gone through the bot, 3 lashings for you. I'm going to have to come get you this holiday season because I really would like you to build this business easy instead of hard. I really would like you to allow Kathy and I the opportunity to train your people instead of you wasting your time doing the same thing. And then that connects your people to us, it connects your people to the team, which then allows your business to continue to grow and allows your people to continue to grow. It also makes it easier for them because what you do, they do. So if you put them through the messenger bot, then when they sign somebody up in the business, they'll be putting them in the bot. I also love what Alex said, one of our leaders a few weeks ago, which is that everybody she puts in the business that is silver or above, she gives them a few empty but filled. They're filled with the brochures. There's no patches in it of the sample envelopes. And if they come into her business as a silver or above, she's giving them some of the sample envelopes and saying, here, if you decide you want to share this with your mother or your sister or your best friend, here's a couple of envelopes just to make that easy for you. So again, different pair of shoes. I absolutely love it. And this is about finding what works for you and then doing that over and over and over again. So consistently and persistently working your business is the key to this. And for me, it's about patching 3 people a day and following up, 3 people a day and following up. And so everybody can build this business in the nooks and crannies of their lives. And basing on how this business continues to explode, I know that that's exactly what's going on. This product has just made amazing differences in so many people's lives. I still get probably 2 testimonials a day from people who've been blessed with the X39, and they want to share with me about how their lives have shifted. I think it was this morning that I got one for somebody who had been on the patches for only 5 days, and after 5, they had arthritis in their hand so bad, and after 5 days, the arthritic pain was already gone. Remember, it's very individualized. Every single one of us will experience something different. These patches don't heal or cure anything. They just give your body what it needs in order to heal itself.
Exactly. Awesome. So on to the next housekeeping.
Go ahead, Kathy.
Did you want to go over the email we got this morning?
Oh, yes. So this morning, there was an email that came out, and I wanted to be sure that each of you understood. This has nothing to do with product introduction bonus. Nothing. That part of the compensation plan is not changing, so I hope everybody hears that. What that email had to do with is there is a 3% weekly pool available for the first 90 days that you're in the business. And when you all see those emails every week on the people who are number 1 through 10, those are the people that participated in that pool that particular week. So they've shut down the 3% pool. They have not shut down the product introduction bonus. And technically, it'll go for another week and a half. But they're going to utilize the money for other opportunities, which I think makes great sense. And most of us, if you've been in, like I was number 1, I think in the very early days of the business, you could only be in there for the first 90 days. So that pool made very little difference to my business that first few weeks. What made all the difference was the product introduction bonus. And I think to me, that's one of the hottest parts of this comp plan because it continues to pay each and every one of us for doing the correct activity, which is sponsoring. You never leave the sponsoring mode. You always stay sponsor, sponsor, sponsor. Never go into management mode in this business. So it's a balance, of course, of ebb and flow because each one of you, when you sponsor somebody, you go to work for them. And I think you all have seen that whether Kathy and I have personally sponsored you or not, we have chosen to go to work for each and every one of you because we believe in the long-term investment in each one of you, and every single one of you has a right to build a business to whatever level you want. But help us help you. And the easiest way to do that is to make sure your people get through the bot so that we can be connected to them so that you're not making your life more difficult. Set yourself up with some sort of sampling. It doesn't matter to me whether you use Vistaprint or you create your own. It doesn't matter to Kathy. We're not making any money off of that. We just want you all to be able to build your business. We should have the CRM that we paid for. That should be available probably, what, Kathy, you think in the next week, 10 days?
Well, I actually got my login yesterday, so we're going
Ooh.
to that right now. So I physically have seen it. I actually sent Onyx a link. I think you got it because I saw that I got notified that you clicked on the video. So
Yeah.
we still have to add a couple things. I'm writing the first contest with them today. So it's getting there. You know, it's so hopefully we'll probably release it Christmas week, next week. But we get it for a month. We actually don't, and we get it for a month basically to play with it. Or we get it for 2 weeks to play with it, and then it'll go live to where if you guys want to pay, you can pay. It's like I said, it's optional, but it is pretty phenomenal. We are the first team, they gave me feedback yesterday, that's using the survey to actually promote a product, not to promote the business. Now, what I mean by that is I made them rewrite the survey out of the MLM verbiage of, would you like additional income? Do you know what residual income is? These type of things. So our survey is really written after that aging survey or questionnaire that we have. So when you send somebody, instead of sending them a survey to see if they really want to go to work in the business, you're going to send them a survey to make them check in with their aging and what's going on with that. The bottom question of that is, if you could answer any questions with a yes, can you think of people that could also answer yes to these questions? And when they say, yes, I can, that's your opportunity to then actually give them some more information about building the business. But we really want this to be product focused on sharing the X39. I felt that by us staying on that lane, and it helps the people that do have us to bring in those people. You know, I was told years ago when I was in Visalis, by the owner there, I was told a stat, and that statistic is only 6% of the actual global population will ever look at, without a pushback, a network marketing business. So what do you hear when you say that? What I heard was that's 94% of the people out there don't understand network marketing. That means that there's a huge open field for us to work at. But I think if we go product centered on that, just like I was product centered, I actually sent this to Onyx to say, hey, have you seen this product? Onyx and I bounced stuff off. She'd been trying to get me to do a light therapy thing for a long time with my degenerative disc disease. So when I sent it to her, I go, this is right up your alley. This is light centered photobiomodulation. So, you know, I went after Onyx on a product basis. And if everybody else went out there with the product in mind, I think you would see a lot less pushback about this being, it is a network marketing company, but things have changed over the years, and it's, you know, that's our job. But anyway, so that'll hopefully be out to everybody next week. I know it's Christmas week, but I will announce it in the app, because we're not doing our call, or in the group, that you guys can go download that app when it's live on.
And so those of you that, you know, don't know how you're going to utilize this app or don't know how it's going to work, I want you all to breathe a deep sigh of relief, because what Kathy and I are going to do is train you on how you all can best utilize it. And once again, it'll be about finding a pair of shoes that fits you best. And if this app fits you, terrific, utilize it. If it doesn't fit you, terrific, don't utilize it. Kathy and I won't be making any money off of this. Once again, all we're trying to do is to set you all up to find the best pair of shoes to fit you. And most people, it's a combination. It's not just this or just that. Most people find that I like to approach these people with business and these people with the product, and you'll find what works best for you. And so just like, you know, this day this black dress fits best, and this day this black dress fits best. And it's just, there's just changes in how you're interacting. So Kathy and I will teach you how the technology works and how you all can best utilize it in your own organizations and in your own personal businesses if you choose. So it'll totally be an optional thing available for everyone. As Kathy said before, there is a cost. I think it's, off the top of my head, it's like $19.95 a month, or it's like $169 if you want to buy a year in advance. But we've negotiated for you all to have about approximately 30 days of free trial. And there is a portion of it that will always be free. So again, it's totally up to you on what works for you. If you're able to utilize it and you sign up one diamond and you earn a $500 product introduction bonus using it, it probably made it worthwhile for you. But again, it's totally your choice.
Yeah.
Totally your choice.
Keep in mind, a lot of people will get interested in a network marketing business because it's a home-based business. And so, one of the things that these tax laws have changed is they took a lot of things away from employed people that they used to be able to deduct. And, my husband, one of them, he's a contractor, but he has to drive 200 miles a day. Well, they took away his mileage. He's an employed contractor, but to get to the job sites, they're all in the Bay Area. It's at least 100 miles each way. So, he lost that mileage, right? So if you have a home-based business, you can start deducting things from your home-based business, which will help you offset the tax increase that you got with the tax changes last year. He can't write off his tools, his boots, his mileage anymore. And that's a huge expense to us. So obviously I can offset a lot of that because I'm a realtor, self-employed, and I'm doing this as well. But there's a lot of people that don't have the ability to do a Schedule C. So it is a tax write-off. And you can also use that over this next, what we have 13 more days, the end of the year. And if somebody comes on as a diamond, that's $15.99 plus tax and shipping that they can write off on their taxes as a business expense. Okay. So keep that in mind as you get into this. I do have a question that came in and about the Google phones don't work with the bot. I have a Note 9. And I've done the bot multiple times with my Google phone or my Android phone. So the problem with Android is there's several hundred versions of the Android software, from cupcake to chocolate cake and all these different things. So you might have to update your phone to the newest version to work with the Messenger bots. But I do have a Note 9 that's my Washington real estate office. The phone calls come there, and I've done that bot multiple times on that Android phone. I actually like it a little bit better on the Android phone. So I know it works. So if it didn't work with somebody's phone, it's because they have an older version of the Android software. But that is a common problem with an Android phone. When they upgrade, every phone doesn't get upgraded. So
No. Okay, so I wanted to once again touch on the importance of AutoShip. And the reason I keep bringing this up is because each week we have members, lots of members in our group, where their 90-day period of the diamond is expiring. And so I want to remind you all, if you're coming out of your 90-day period, you want to be on a minimum of one sleeve of X39 in order to be able to store points that would be shipped to you every 28 days, or 2 sleeves of X39 if you want to rank advance. If you're like Kathy and I couldn't be bothered in receiving that 2 sleeves every month. So I asked David to create us a maintenance pack, and he did. And it's cost effective, and it makes sense to me. So you would go into your back office under store, and you don't have to be a diamond to do this. You could get on a maintenance pack if you were a silver. So it's totally a personal choice, but it's back there and it's available. You go under store to the drop-down menu of maintenance pack, look for pack number 3. Pack number 3 is 9 sleeves of X39. It's $745 plus taxes and shipping. You'll pay the taxes and shipping one time. All the product will be sent to you now, but the 110 PV that you need in order to rank advance will be put in your back office every 28 days for the next 6 months. So it takes care, you only have to buy 9 sleeves, and it takes care of 6 months worth of auto ship. So it's very cost effective. The price point on the sleeve goes down to about $84 a sleeve, and then you only pay shipping one time. So to me, that's the smart way. But whatever works for you is absolutely fine. I just wanted to remind you all that you want to be sure that if you're expiring on your 90 days, or you have people in your business that's expiring either on their 90 days or on their 28 days because they came in as a silver or gold, they need to just buy 1 sleeve in order to continue to maintain points, or 2 sleeves in order to rank advance.
Okay, we have another question in the chat. Alex asked about if we're going to be pushing or sending people over to the CRM, the new app via the bot. Onyx and I will go over that and discuss how we're going to do that with the bot builder. We've had some pushback there, so we'll go over.
Correct, and I'm not sure that I want that, to be honest, because the bot trains the brand new people to get in. I personally think at this point, and Kathy and I will keep talking about it, but that we want to take the brand new person through the bot, then let them interact with you as their sponsors, And then, okay, what do I do next? Okay, and then you sit down with them. Let's get your envelopes ordered. Are you going to make your own? Are you going to buy them from Vistaprint or another printer? It doesn't matter. And then there's the CRM. This is how I contacted you. Do you want to utilize that? This is how we would do that. So we may do it like that. We may, you know, again, this is a work in progress. We're all in this together. We're a team together. So we'll see how this transpires. The first thing I want to do is see you all utilize the bot and enjoy the bot. And then if it makes sense in terms of building your business, then we may see if we can find a way to work it right into use the training bot to build your business. But then if we need to work the CRM into the training bot, we'll figure that out. Or we may do an email, or we'll just figure out what's going to work best for everybody.
Figure it out. We have the most amount of people are plugging in through our Facebook group. We have, yes, I think, over 400 people now in our group, which is awesome. I still think I only have about 250 people receiving emails from the website, and we only have 195 people in the bot. So considering I think my numbers are over 2,300 now, we still have a ways to go to make sure we have everybody plugged in. But we're working on it, and we're definitely making great strides. But the easiest it has been is it seems like people are plugging into the group. So if you guys have announcements or questions, definitely get into that group. I have an amazing moderator in there. We have a couple admins. We have a couple moderators. So a lot of people sitting there ready to help you guys if you guys have questions, even if I'm not readily available or Onyx isn't readily available. So definitely utilize that. I just got a question that asked about how do people address using X39, not just for 90 days per se, but for a lifetime. You guys, this is a product that I tell everybody, I truly believe, whether or not they have an ailment or not, that everybody needs to be on X39, and they need to be on it for a lifetime. I go out and talk about that when I'm talking to people, and they ask me why, and I'm like, because they say it's an expense. You're telling me I have to use this for the rest of my life. And I said, well, as you age, do you ever want to stop not aging? I mean, if this is going to help you not age, this is an anti-aging product. So I use this analysis. Have you ever met somebody that just doesn't seem to age? We all have that high school friend that when you run into him, you're like, okay, I don't know what you're doing, but you still look like you're 18 or 20 years old, and we're in our 50s, right? Well, that person had a bigger deck of stem cells, or didn't utilize them by crashing dirt bikes or breaking backs, or, you know, having the lifestyle that I had by having, you know, being a gymnast and injuring my body, or my husband's good friend being he raced motorcycles. I think he's broke every bone in his body. I clearly know that his stem cell deck of stem cells that are working is probably pretty low. So the aging process speeds up on those people. So when you talk to them about their stem cells and aging and what they're going to be going through, people kind of look at you like, yeah, okay, I might want to use this for the rest of my life. So that's kind of how the conversation goes about trying to get these people to be on this for a lifetime. You don't want to scare them away, but if they ask you that, that's how I answer that question. So that was asked by Danny. So thanks for asking that question, Danny.
But remember, it's a personal choice, and it's their personal choice, and it's just like vitamin C or vitamin D or whatever, you know, supplements they want to take. If they don't want to stay on it, they don't have to stay on it. It's more, why wouldn't you want to be on it? Here's why I want to be on it for a lifetime. But again, it's totally up to you.
Exactly. And that's what I tell them. At least try it, you know, but a lot of times people say, is this someone I have to be on the rest of my life? Well, yeah, if you want to help the aging process, it's something that you might want to look at being on the rest of your life. So as ladies out there, I've been paying probably about $150, $200 a month for 6 or 7 years now on skincare. And because it's important to me. When the lines started showing up, you know, and the 11s that everybody calls, it freaked me out. I've never done any Botox injections or anything like that, but I spend some money on skincare. So if X39 is helping on the skincare realm, that's obviously a cost transference to me, because I'm not piling on as much stuff, because I've noticed that my skin's better anyway without having to do that. So there's going to be, you know, you can talk to them about that. You know, what do you use right now for anti-aging, especially if they're women in skincare, things like that. But I'm using less of my product that I buy over the counter at the, you know, Macy's, at Lancome. So, you know, you'll learn about things like that, and how you can, you know, tell people as they age, some people care about those things. Like I didn't want, you know, a ton of wrinkles on my face. So,
well, we've had some really interesting testimonials. I know Bonnie talked about it when I was there in Naples, that one of her eyes, I think it was her left eye, she's like looking in the mirror going, my whole left eye has lifted now. And I was in California with Mariana, who's an esthetician. She saw me when I met her for the first time when I'd been using X39 for a month. She saw me about a week ago, and she said, Onyx, I know you haven't put fillers in, but your face is filled out. You look so much better. And I'm like, wow, that's so cool. So people are noticing, and you all know that I'm the only one who'd be here longer than me is Kathy, and I think I'm at 4 months and 2 or 3 weeks. So it's not very long to have estheticians already talking about age spots on my face diminishing, almost completely gone, and then fillers, looking like I have fillers, but not actually having fillers. So I'm hoping I'm going to be just like Bonnie in another week or two. My eyes are going to lift. I can't wait. So
yeah,
it's been,
I have age spots bad on my hand from having a wakeboard boat for, 20 years and teaching my kids how to wakeboard, sitting and, always throwing that one hand outside of the bimini. That hand always got sun damage and, throwing up that flag. And one of the, first things that I noticed on that, my age spots have gone down immensely that are on that right hand. In fact, they're not even there. I see some white freckling. So my guess is they're going to be completely gone, as I continue to use X39. So things happen by accident. You just start wearing this and paying attention to what's going on. You're going to be completely amazed, and so will your people. And they're not going to want to be without it when they notice those things reversing on them. So, and I finally did get that infamous message that said, oh my God, I came out of menopause. Aunt Flo started visiting, and I'm like, I've been dreading this fact. But what is a better sign of anti-aging than a woman not having hot flashes or, having a quick visit by Aunt Flo? So, there is some definite anti-aging properties in this, and you're going to start, as people are on this for 5-6 months, we're going to get more and more of those testimonies out there.
Well, I remember many years ago when I used to have a period. I don't think it'll come back for me, but we'll see what, that would be wonderful as well, but we'll see what happens. So it's been an amazing ride. It's been a very short ride for all of us. And what an amazing team we have. I feel so blessed to be part of this team. I feel so blessed. I have the best sponsor in the whole world. Kathy is for certain the best sponsor in the whole world. And I'm really looking forward to these holidays and just being able to revel in the memories and the lives that have been changed in the 4.5 short months that we've been here. And it makes me shudder to think the group is already at 2,300 people, and where it will be in another 4 months, and where it will be in a whole year, and how everybody's lives will be blessed with better health, and many with better wealth. And I love to bring you back to the beginning part of the call where Christy was talking about the bridge that she creates within network marketing, and that it's about relational, and it's about interacting with each other. And I'm so blessed to be interacting with each one of you. Many of you are brand new friends for me, and I feel honored to be in business with each of you, to be in friendship with each of you, and I'm looking forward to what 2020 is going to bring for all of us. So I want to remind everyone, Kathy will send out a little notice on the enrollment competition that I'm doing, and you'll have to send me a notice so that I know who to send the patches out to at the end of the week. And be sure that you've gone through the messenger bot. If you haven't done that yet, please let us help you build this business. Be sure that you're aware of your auto ship and where that's at. And product introduction bonus is not going anywhere. It was just a poor communication. Nobody needs to concern themselves. This change is actually a good change. I'm glad that they're getting rid of this little 3%. So I hope everybody has a very blessed holiday. Be present with each and every one of your friends. I'm just leaving Manhattan now. I was with my mom for 3 days, and I got to patch her the whole time. And, she actually left with a sleeve of patches. I'm like, Mom, not for nothing, but I'm not dumb. And she said, I know you're not, Onyx. And she's like, she's leaving. And I'm like, it's okay, Mom. You can put 2 on a day. I can. I said, yes, Mom, I'll give you some more patches. It's all right. Go home and enjoy them. Because she had an accident and she hurt her wrist. She has a plate in her wrist just maybe 5 months ago, 6 months ago. She did this when she was in France. And so I'm blessed that I had some time to actually be with her. And, you know, without the holidays, I don't know if that would have come up. So when you're with your family over these holidays, the things that I would remind you is your goal is not to enroll them all into your business or sign them up into utilizing. If it's to let them know what you're doing in a kind and soft way, just because when you are at the level that they wish that they were, in terms of building the business, then you're able to say, I remember I offered it to you, and you didn't pay attention, and that's okay. Now you're paying attention, so you can join the business now. It's not too late. And so find a way to interact with them. You'll patch some, you won't patch others, but the most important thing is to remember we all have family. And my family looks at me like, here she comes again with another one of those things. I don't let my family disrupt me. I don't let my family disrupt my drive. I don't let my family disrupt where I'm going. They are not my self-talk. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing. I know the way that I'm doing it. And if you'd like to join me, it's my honor and my blessing for you, family members, come with me. And if not, that's okay with me because I'm still going. And so I remember back in the days when I built the juice company, you know, I earned a free trip to Bali. And I took my sister with me to Bali. And, you know, she said for years, I don't want to have anything to do with that juice. And I said, okay, no problem. And I loved her anyway. And so when we went to Bali, she looked around the room. She's like, wow, this is incredible. Not just to be in Bali for free, which was fabulous, but it was incredible to watch other people with their love and respect and admiration for that which I had created within the past chapter of my life. And so at that point is when she got into the business. So it's not for me to decide. It's not for you to decide. Just don't let anybody take the air out of your balloon. Don't let anybody steal your excitement. You make an offer. Maybe you patch one or two of them. Maybe you don't. It's okay either way. You know where you're going. You're just spending time over this holidays, many of you will, with your friends and with your family.
Exactly. All right, we'll go ahead and wrap this call up. We like to keep it on time. We're at about 37 minutes now. So everybody have a blessed holiday week. And we'll see you all on the call. The New Year's Eve is what it'll come out to be, January or December 31st.
Wow. Okay, cool.
All right. Bye-bye.
Have a blessed holiday, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.